record. All right. Let's see. I have no idea. I think it's very early Wednesday morning, the 8th of April, 2020. And, excuse me, I've been sitting here trying to figure out I have three projects, see, I don't even know how many projects I have. That's how pathetic it is. I have 3 projects. One is on hold because I might do that like online with my family. And then one is, the other 2 are gifts. Let's see. I don't know if we can. I don't know if I should be touching this. This isn't done yet. But it's the little pocket what do you call it? Clipboard I'm making for Jessica at work. And if we turn it over, I did this side in the UV resin. And I remembered Stacy Evans saying, oh, don't do anything too big or it will buckle. And here it is trying to pull the paper off, because I have 3 layers of chipboard making this, and it's trying to, on that one side at least, trying to pull it apart. I didn't do a very good job. I mean, I think got the right amount of resin to cover the whole thing, but I missed a couple little spots like right here that didn't get covered, and I still want to do something around the edge. And then for some reason this finger right here, the ring finger, the only finger that doesn't have a ring on it. Oops, I just bumped it. The paper came up or something. I don't know. It seems to be right at the surface. So I need to touch that up. And those stupid gnats that come out whenever I use resin. I had one of those I had to pick out. I think it was right around the eye area, but that seemed to clear up okay. But now I'm wondering, because I used 2-part resin on this side, I'm wondering if I can touch it up with the UV resin or what. But this might have to actually be sanded. And anyway, I have many hours to go before that's cured. Like around 7 p.m. But I have another one that I'm giving away as a gift, a different theme. But now I'm concerned about the 2-part resin on paper. So I was gonna Google or go on YouTube and see if there's any examples on that. I put in the question to Stacy, the Pink Poodle Crafter, Pink Poodle Crafts. If you're looking for something to watch, she's excellent. And because she does a lot of experimenting, and she understands, for some reason, she understands chemicals and how they react, or maybe because she's actually applied them and has learned how they react. Now, Saturday, was it Saturday? So today is Tuesday, so I worked the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. And I worked on the one clipboard. I actually glued the paper onto it. And I had a bunch of collage papers that I was showing. I was trying to film what I was doing and what my upcoming project was going to be. And my phone And I think I had this problem the weekend before, but I somehow muddled through another week without any issues with it until I tried recording again. It keeps saying that it's full and to capacity, you know, and there's really no reason why it should be, because I have like under 200 pictures on there, 0 videos, 0 music, 0 movies. And then if you go under systems, or, you know, I don't know, when you want, with the little gear, when you want to try to fix something or change something, can't remember what it's called right now. Maybe it is systems, but it sends you there under general, and it takes you pretty much right where you would need to go, apparently. And then it tells you that you could put certain things kind of in the background, like it'll, like you're not deleting it completely, you're just putting it on hold, and it would free up space on your phone. And so I did that with quite a few things. I deleted quite a few things that I never use that came with the phone, by the way. And the number never budges. You know, like I think I have a 32 gigabit capacity and it's at 31 something. And that number never goes down. And so now there's like an update that needs to happen, and it won't do the update because there isn't enough storage available for it to run the update. And I'm like, hello? So, and of course now you can't just run to the Apple store, which I've never done anyway, so I wouldn't even know where to go. But you know, normally that would be an option where you could take it in and have someone look at it. I think it was refurbished. It's an iPhone 7. I just got it like in early December because we were told we had to get a new phone because our old ones weren't going to work anymore. They were upgrading the service, and the phone I had, of course, for whatever reason, wasn't going to be compatible with what the changes they were making. So I got the new phone, and I wanted an iPhone, and I'm pretty sure I got it refurbished because I got it at a pretty good price through Track Phone, because that's who I have my service with. And so now, bleh. I can still, you know, like make phone calls and get my email and all that kind of stuff. But so like my only game that I have on there is Candy Crush Soda, and I wanted to play it the other day, so I thought, oh, I can't, you know, and it won't let me like you know, like it promised, like, oh, if you want to reinstall it, no problem, you know, and then nope, can't do that. It's just really upsetting. I'm probably going to have to buy a new phone. Yuck. All right, that's empty. All right, so then, not this last Saturday and Sunday, but the Saturday and Sunday before, I videoed like me rolling some of these clay balls that I prematurely call beads. It's really not a bead just because I rolled a ball of clay, but you know what I mean. So, and you may have seen me like almost throw them on the floor, and then I put them in a box, and then I was going to put them in the refrigerator, and then I was going to take them out of the refrigerator and bring them home and maybe I'm going to try to make a bracelet that I've never done before. But luckily, I never got the urge or you know, because I'm a procrastinator for one thing, and because I've never done it before, I get chicken, you know, because I don't want to ruin what I have done. Although the beads, it's really not that big of a deal because I have more clay and I can just, you know, make more. But like the clipboard, I don't have any more of that paper that I used on that, and so I really don't want to ruin it and start all over and blah. And I'm finding that having any kind of fingernail is not good for me when playing with clay beads. Or, listen to me, clay balls. Soft clay balls. So what I'm doing, oh yeah, so I was telling you, and I'm sure you were listening with just bated breath. So anyway, yeah, luckily, because if I would have been all gung-ho about it, I would have come home and I would have gone absolutely mental looking for those beads, wondering what the heck I did with them. Maybe it would have occurred to me at some point, but probably not before I stressed myself out. I was watching the video, I think because somebody commented on it, and so I thought, oh, have I seen this? And so I was watching it, and I heard myself say I was going to put them in the refrigerator, and I was like, oh, I left those in the refrigerator. So we just have like this little itty bitty refrigerator, and it actually part of the refrigerator has like is a freezer, you know, that doesn't have a door on it or anything, but it has the coils that gets really cold, and you should be able to make ice or put something that needs to remain frozen on that shelf. And so kind of anything near there can freeze, you know, and I thought, oh, you know, either someone's going to throw my clay beads away or they're going to get frozen, and I'm not sure if that matters or not. But anyway, here they are. They seem perfectly fine. They do have a few bumps and bruises, but other than that. So now the task is to bake them and try to skewer them, you know, like dead center. And I probably get my head in the way. Hopefully you won't see too much of me. I don't want you to see me. Maybe if I move it over here more. I'm sure there's a, you know, and then I'm thinking, does it matter if they're like perfectly centered? You know, if someone's got it on their wrist, I don't know. All right, so there's one. And I'm trying to find the ones that are closest to being round right now, so I don't have to, let's see if I can shove some of these over. They're very soft and sticky. It's nice, and our weather has started to get nicer, so it's like 60s during the day. And that's about as warm as I'm gonna like it. I would like it if we never got higher than 80 and like very low humidity. But that wish rarely comes true. Somebody else's prayer gets answered in that category. Now this red clay, this brick red kind of color. I don't know if that, oh look, here's a little black. Some of them bumped into each other and got stuck and then picked up each other's little piece of color. But I'm like, is someone going to notice that? I don't think so. I mean, I might. Be forewarned. Those of us, I guess, that make them would notice, because we're like, oh, look what she did or he did. See, now right now I can't even find it because I thought, oh, I'll put the skewer through it, but can't find it now. Some of these I, mixed other clay colors. Oops. I don't even know if I... I'm trying to remember where the actual camera is. I think it's right here. Is it blurry? Blurry? I don't know. Can't see it. Oh, shoot. Oh, I think I'll do that after. I'm going to probably put some glue on some of them and put some of these gilding flakes. Oh. I think when I used those before, I kind of mixed it in with the clay. Oh no, I mixed it in, I think, with I used UD. But this time I'm going to be trying the UV resin on them. I probably should test a couple of them first, but I don't always remember to do that sensible things like that. Let's see if this has any fingernail digs in it. Doesn't look like it. So most of them are like round. They're all different sizes. I wanted some big chunky ones and then some smaller ones. And then I actually, on Sunday, made some small paper beads. Uh-oh, that didn't come out in the center. But I don't know, if you make that mistake, what do? Can you just poke a different hole and be okay? Oh, that whole thing is off. Oh well. We'll see what happens. It can always be used for something. If not a bracelet. That one got all wonky and has pink. Look at these bright pink ones. Ooh, I love it. I love pink and orange mixed together. When using inks or paint or anything, it's just so pretty. I don't know. And pink and orange growing up, I hated pink and orange. Keep pink and orange away from me. And of course, why probably is because those are the colors that go with my skin. Ugh. So I kind of had to cave and learn to like pink and orange as a clothing choice. Let's see, I should be able to put another one on here. What I'm doing is putting them, I had this little cardboard lid, like a box lid that I wrapped in foil and apparently poked holes in it. Maybe I had this on my drying tray originally and went, oh, this would be good for baking, but it really isn't long enough, or it's too long for these skewers. But the skewer thing came with this rack, and I think you're supposed to just set them in the rack, like this end would be in the rack. But I decided to do it this way, and then they'll go into the oven at 250 degrees, and I don't remember for how long. Whoa, there we go. Let's ruin everything. Let's try this little gold. It's not round at all, but let's see if we can convince it. Trying to make my hand as flat as possible. And apparently, the older you get, I don't always look at the palms of my hands, but guess what? They're all wrinkly. It's hard to find that nice smooth spot. So I seem to be making it more oblong. I might be holding this too close to me. And then I was doing this at work. And if anybody watched any of those videos, there's one where the floor in that shack, I don't know what it's made out of or what, but it really isn't holding up to the wear and tear. Plus, I don't think anybody's ever mopped it. You know, like we don't get the cleaning service out in the shack. We got to just wipe down whatever we want to use. Whoops, I think I put that too close to the edge. Or to this thing. And I don't want them touching. Shoot. And I don't want them becoming pulled and yanked. Okay. See if that fits. There we go. All right. But anyway, like I've just kind of just made, you know, like people have that 5-second rule. Forget about it when it comes to that floor. I'm more like whatever falls, I hope I don't want it back because, you know, I don't want it back. And of course, I say that, and then like 20 minutes later, my whole clay box falls on the floor, all the tools. Luckily, all the clay was, you know, in a plastic bag, so. But here I am now picking up all this stuff off of that icky floor. And then while I was making balls out of them, a couple of them flew out of my hands and landed on the floor and picked up every little piece of dirt that it could. Ugh. You know how that goes. Now this one has a ding and a little extra blob of color from another bead or ball of clay. I mean, these may never be beads. Oh, here, this is the spot I'm going to use to... That looks dangerous, doesn't it? Hello. I didn't get rid of the little ding. Oh, well. So... yeah, so that 2-part resin thing, you know, it came with all the little measuring cups, silicone measuring cups, and some well, I don't know if they're disposable ones, or meant to be. But I think if you use a plastic cup, once you get the resin in there, I don't know how you get it out of there when it dries. And I don't really feel like that's something I should be washing down the sink. And I'm pretty sure if my father were alive, he would back me up on that. And I need some nicotine. Nicotine. I hope you can't see me. Did I say that? Where do I come? Okay. So I think when I was making my weird sympathy card, the whole making of that card, I tried uploading for 4 days, and then It looked like it was uploaded to YouTube, but it still had like some weird thing that it was doing after it uploaded, which I'm not sure what. But because my phone was being such a pain, you know, I thought it would be best to get rid of the video off the phone now that it was uploaded to YouTube. Well, apparently it wasn't 100% completely uploaded to YouTube, and I deleted the video, and I could not find anywhere in which to bring it back. So somehow I permanently deleted it. It wasn't on my iPad or my, you know how that goes. Ugh. Like if it was something I didn't care about, it'd be like, oh, why isn't this going away? Why is this still around? But when it's something you really want, poof, you know. So the sympathy card, I just have now the end product, you know, that I wound up giving to Nancy. But at least, you know, now I have a record of it. Hopefully nothing happens on YouTube. I mean, I don't know how, I suppose, I don't know if you can bring them back to your equipment and maybe copy them. I probably should have copied them onto a flash or something. But I didn't. I thought, you know, it isn't too tutorial. It's just for me to maybe look and see what I've done and not do it again, or learn something from my past mistakes or something, you know. And then it gives me a reason to talk to myself. Which, oddly enough, I've been finding myself doing. Like, oh my God, I'm talking to myself as though I'm doing a video. These look like little Tootsie Rolls. I wonder if I could do like a little Tootsie Roll bracelet or something. Or a little, remember those kitty litter cakes? Oh my God. Remember we did that for my grandma one year. I don't think she appreciated it as much as we did. We thought it was hysterical. I mean, I think she appreciated that it was a homemade cake, but she wasn't sure if she was supposed to take it as an insult. But it was so good, that kitty litter cake. Oh, it was good stuff, Maynard. Remember Maynard? Who was Maynard? Good stuff, Maynard. No, I can't remember. Oh, and if you're watching this video, and you don't have anything better to do, with your hands, maybe you could, if you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe to me, and either press the like or the thumbs up or the thumbs down, and maybe leave a comment, because YouTube seems to count that stuff. And my goal basically really is just to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if I want to go live, I can. You know how it is when you can't do something? Like, what? I can't? It's funny how they went from 100 subscribers to 1,000, you know. It's like, that's 10 times as many. Oh. So, and it's, some people, it's weird. I subscribe to everybody. You know, if I happen upon your channel because I was searching for something, I will subscribe to it. I mean, why not? If I'm in a chat room, I check everybody that I don't recognize, and I subscribe to them. I mean, why not? But people act like it's some special, precious gift that they're bestowing upon you by subscribing to you. And I heard someone who I was watching, who I watch quite a bit, and she was like, well, you know, if you have, if you do crafting, and you do videos, you know, like she had all these restrictions and regulations and rules for whether she would subscribe to you or not. And I'm like, well, what if someone is a tile layer, but they like patterns and they want to watch people play with paper or paint, or, you know what I mean? Who cares? You know, like, so you're not going to subscribe to them because they don't do the same thing that you do, you know? And if they do the same thing that you do, they might not even want to watch you, you know? I don't know. Anyway. I mean, and so if I go to their channel and they don't make videos, do I care? No. I mean, someday if they are making videos, then I'll be subscribed. I'll probably be notified somehow. And, you know, and we're off to the races. And they don't have to go around begging people. Because they've got these grow streams now where you go in there and everybody is begging everybody else to subscribe to them. Because some people want to get monetized and actually make a couple bucks. Some of us just want to be able to not have to buy a webcam, you know, now that we're in the year 2020 and phones and iPads exist. But apparently I never, of course I don't, why would I know? I would just think a computer device is a computer device. But they've got like different apps for if it's a mobile device or if it's your, you know, desktop or your laptop. It's different. And apparently it's different. So if I had a webcam, you know, and I'd have to set it up in here. I'd have to have the computer, the webcam. I'd have to have something to hold the maybe this thing would work that I'm using now. I don't know. But I would think it would probably need to be up higher. I have no idea. Up higher would be nice, I think. But one thing I do like about the webcam is they can zoom in and out. But, and then of course, some of the people that have been around for 20 years doing this stuff, they've got like multiple cameras, different angles for different things. And Barb Owen, who is someone I love to watch. And someday when I figure out how to just post their channel, I will do that. Like under my videos, like people I am inspired by, because I love her stuff. And she has got a setup. She's even got like a kitty cam, because her sponsors of her show are her two Siamese cats, Chance and Charlie. They get to come out from behind door number 1 at the end of the show and say hi to everybody. And boy, sometimes they do. I don't know if it's hi they're saying, but they're saying something. Now, I have no idea. Maybe I'll learn when I start putting the bracelet together. You know, that it would be a better, like, if I went with these patterned ones, if there'd be like a better place to skewer it than what I'm doing, because I'm not caring, you know, and then once it's like varnished and placed on a wire. Now, I haven't quite, oh, there's a mark. These are my nails. I gotta trim my nails. Ugh, this is gonna be, I don't know if that went to the middle. Oh, no. No, it didn't. Not even close. Ugh, oh well. Again, I'll find out if that matters. So, all right. So I'm getting about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beads. This one's actually got 6. So maybe I could actually put 6 on all of them. Oh, see, now that one is lopsided. It's causing the wire thing to be off. I don't know how to say it. Probably because there's more than one that's off center. Yeah. Oh well, we'll see what happens with that one. I think I'll add another bead on here. First, poke one with your nail. So I gotta, oh! You know, I used to be able to multitask, and now I can't talk and do something at the same time. So I'm doing the bead, and I'm like, oh, look at my nails. Like, the bead is just gonna suspend itself, or the ball of clay is going to just suspend itself in air while I show you my stupid fingernail. Ah. If you can't laugh at yourself, I don't know. Yeah, then you're not very funny, maybe. And that isn't probably a big deal. Oh, I'm shaking. Why am I shaking? Ugh. It's because I'm at one end of the wire. Oh, that's not too horrible, I guess. Ugh. Not too horrible. Horrible enough. All right. Well, that's got to move that way a little bit. It's weird how many beads you can make without really realizing it. I mean, of course, I'm guessing that a good portion of them are probably not going to turn out. I'll figure out a way to ruin them in the meantime. Let's get one of these big turquoise ones. Oh, I never did look up to see the difference between what aqua and teal and what's that other color? I decided I know what teal or turquoise is now. It's this. All right, here's agave black. Let's see if I can. Oh, that kind of worked. Maybe I. It's not very round right now. I don't know. Oops. My off camera, sorry. All right, so we're gonna try to put 6 beads. Well, that made that one a little lopsided. It's like, so when this is hanging there, a couple of them are doing this, which means something's weighing it down. Some gob of clay. Let's see, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to go with like earthy kind of tones. Gold and maybe turquoise and orange. But I don't know. And how long have we been on here? Oh my gosh, 40 minutes. I don't want to go too long because then I have to sit and wait for it to upload. And an hour can take like a whole day. And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with, oops, my Wi-Fi, and then a lot of it has to do with YouTube. Because of so many people right now being on there. It gets hogging up. All right, so I can do about 12 more. Oh, ha! Well, there's another thing I didn't think of. That these are different sizes. They're going to take different times to bake. Oh. Oh well, we'll see what we'll see what happens. That's my mantra, I guess. Let's see what happens. Why bother predicting it now when you didn't earlier? And actually, I did think of it earlier, but now that I'm sitting here talking, I can't apparently do these two things at once. So I hope some of them don't come out like burnt looking while we're waiting for the bigger ones to cook. But it's at such a low temperature. Oh, this is not looking like a round ball of clay. Not. Oh well, I don't know. That might not be usable. Now this one clashed in with the pink ball of clay. Picked up some pink on it. That stands out. That pink is bright. I love it. And if it's gonna be pink, be pink. See how this works if I hold it. Did that help? Ooh, stuck. Oh no, it did not help at all. That one I can't do it. Darn it, why is it doing that? You know, like, why would you take a turn inside of this little piece of clay? It's a straight stick. It should go straight through. Oh, now we totally screwed that up. Oh. All right, maybe I'll take a little break. So here's what we've got so far. La 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 la. Hopefully the tin foil isn't like blinding everybody. I have no idea. I can't tell. But anyway, I don't think my tea made it in here. I don't know how many times I went to go get that tea and it's sitting out there. Left myself like 2 sips in here. All right, I'm gonna try to. Ugh. So anyway, maybe what I'll do is, you kind of got the gist of what I'm doing here. I'll shut it down now and then come back when they're baked and I'm ready to play with them. So again, don't forget to subscribe and thumb up or thumb down and maybe leave a comment. When I leave comments, I don't really leave a comment. I just put a smiley face, you know, that I've been there. Some people say, oh, you have to leave a legitimate, you know, comment. Well, who cares? You know, unless you want to say hi or, you know, if you have a suggestion, oh, I do that and, you know, I see some mistakes you made that I used to make, or, you know, because I'm not a tutorial channel and, you know, I'm just on here in case someone wants to watch somebody play around with stuff. And maybe they'll learn something or it'll pique their interest in something. And maybe most likely they're going to learn what not to do. Excuse me. And, you know, whatever. And I think it's good practice for me in case I do want to go live someday. Maybe it'll die down a little bit because there's billions of people, it seems like. I can hardly keep up with the people I like watching, you know. They're on all the time. And then now that everyone's home all day, it's like, oh, yeah. Although a lot of the crafters that I watch, you know, are kind of my same age or a little older, some of them. And they don't, you know, they're retired or whatever. Or that is their job, is doing YouTube. But anyway, who cares? Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.